Let me ask you something. What if the next big AI company isn't fighting to be the fastest, but fighting to be the most trusted? Because in 2026, one AI company, Anthropic, is preparing for $1 billion IPO. And this isn't just another tech listing. This one feels different. Behind the hype, behind the valuation numbers, there's a quiet question nobody's really talking about. Can an AI company grow big without losing control of what it creates? That's exactly what we're unpacking today. And trust me, this IPO isn't just about money. It's about who gets to shape the future of AI. Anthropic didn't start like a normal startup. It wasn't founded by people asking, how do we beat everyone else? It was founded by people asking something much scarier. What if AI becomes too powerful and we don't fully understand it? Many of Anthropic's founders came from OpenAI. They'd already seen how fast things were moving. And instead of pushing harder on speed, they stepped back and said, let's slow down just enough to make sure this thing stays aligned with humans. That became Anthropic's identity. Not just smarter AI, but safer, more predictable, more explainable AI. And in a world where AI is writing code, analyzing legal cases, handling customer support, and influencing real decisions, that promise started to matter. A lot. The real business problem. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Good intentions don't guarantee success. Investors don't just care about values. They care about scale, revenue, and growth. And the AI market right now is brutal. You got OpenAI moving fast, Google DeepMind with massive resources, Meta, Microsoft, xAI, all racing forward. So the big question hanging over Anthropic's IPO is simple. Can they grow fast enough without abandoning what makes them different? Because training AI models is insanely expensive. Compute costs are huge. Competition is relentless. Anthropic has to prove that. Their research can turn into real products. Companies are willing to pay for safer AI. And safety doesn't mean slower innovation. They're walking a very thin line. Too slow, they get left behind. Too fast, they lose their identity. And that tension, that's exactly what makes this IPO so interesting. Who's backing them? Confidence builder. Now, here's where confidence starts to build. Anthropic isn't alone. They've raised over $1.5 billion from some serious names: Google, Salesforce, and a major partnership with Amazon's AWS. That's not casual money. These companies don't invest like this unless they see long-term value. AWS gives Anthropic massive computing power. Google and Salesforce bring enterprise credibility. In simple terms, Anthropic has the brains, the infrastructure, and the backing to compete at a global level. That's a big reason why investors are taking the 2026 IPO so seriously. And the controversy, human doubt, and tension. But not everyone is convinced. There's a growing group of critics who say, safety sounds nice, but speed wins markets. Their argument is simple. If another company releases a more powerful AI first, even if it's riskier, customers might still choose performance over caution. So the fear is real. Is Anthropic playing the long game? Or are they giving competitors a head start? That's the gamble. They're betting that governments, enterprises, and users will eventually prefer reliable AI over reckless AI. And that bet hasn't been fully tested yet. So what could push this IPO from interesting to historic? Honestly, just one big moment. It could be a major research breakthrough, a massive enterprise deal, or new regulations that reward safer AI models. Any one of those would suddenly make Anthropic look like the obvious choice. But if none of that happens, the IPO still happens. But the story becomes a lot more cautious. Markets love momentum, and momentum needs proof. So here's the real question. In the long run, does the world reward speed, or does it reward trust? Anthropic is betting that trust wins. Their 2026 IPO isn't just about valuation. It's a test of whether responsibility can survive in a hyper-competitive AI race. Now I want your honest opinion. Do you think safer AI is the future? Or will the fastest players always dominate? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely read them. And if you want more clear, honest breakdowns of what's happening in AI and tech, subscribe to the channel, because the next few years in AI aren't just going to be powerful, they're going to decide who stays in control.